Thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners, proudly brought to you by One Equine. We're focusing on Albion Park, Saturday night, 10 races, 5:37. I'm going to speak very shortly with Talia McMullen and her big sister Nerissa McMullen. Both ladies have really good books of drives, so I'm keen to get their insight for what they think might happen here on Saturday night. So they won't be too far away. Hopefully we can find a good bet for the card as well. Talia McMullen is back in action on Saturday night, and I'm sure she's chomping at the bit. It's been some time since she's driven on the Saturday night circuit. Talia, appreciate the time, and I'm sure you're really excited.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very keen to get back out there.
Well, you get straight into it on Saturday night, race one, and he's probably a favourite of yours as well, B-Max C. It's probably the wrong gate, but that was good signs there last week. He got that easy trip on the inside, but his sectionals were really strong.
Yeah, his last few runs have been a big improvement, and it is a bit of a drop back in class with the claim on this week, but the draw definitely kills and we'll be looking for a lot of luck.
What was the initial sort of plan when you saw this barrier, gate 7? Do you think I'll just go straight back, or do you think there's a chance that you might be able to slot in somewhere close?
Oh, I'll probably have to come out a little bit and see if there's a gap somewhere that might be able to slot in. If you go straight back, then sometimes you do miss a spot, but otherwise probably just have to go back and look for some luck.
And just looking back at that replay from last week, you're right, it is a drop back in grade. He was chasing better opposition last week than what he sort of faces this Saturday night, so it is a class drop.
Yeah, definitely. Last week was some pretty nice horses, so he's back in grade this week.
All right, well, that's B-Max C in the opener. We move across to race 3. Your own runner here, Barkway Arnold. He was fresh when he was able to score at Marburg last week, and he was really good. He had the right draw, and he made the most of it, handled it easily.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a freshen up, and I think he's feeling a lot better now, so I thought I'd put him in on a Saturday night and give him a chance in there. The draw definitely doesn't help, but I think he's probably one that'll improve if he keeps racing on a Saturday night and just needs the right luck and the right draw.
Well, the start's going to be crucial for this race. You're right in the middle there, gate 5. How do you see it early?
My horse isn't really blessed with great gate speed, so we'll probably just have to play it by ear a bit, but see if we can keep pressing, because probably the ones on the inside of him, there's a few that he's probably a bit better than, so we'll have to play it by ear and see what happens.
Do you want a genuine tempo in this race?
Yeah, definitely. I think a few runs ago at Albion, he's actually put in some really good runs when they do run hard up front. So if he had to go back and they're running hard, then that probably really suits him.
All right, so he's not out of it. He just needs that luck.
Yeah, probably needs a bit better draw, but if the tempo is on and has the right run, then you never know.
Okay, speaking of bad draws, here's another one for you on Saturday night. Race 5, horse 7, Notorious. He's going well, but this draw hurts.
Yeah, he's going really good too. I haven't got many good draws Saturday night. Yeah, the 7's definitely not going to help him. He does have gate speed, but obviously there's going to be some early speed on, and it's one of the $20,000 qualifying races, and there is some nice horses in this week.
Yeah, horse to beat is the horse for your sister, Nerissa. Kiwis Are Flying. He is doing just that. He is flying.
Yeah, he's a really nice horse, and I think he'll be very hard to beat.
Okay, race 8. You've picked up the drive here on number 4, Fairy's Delight. So a little bit of a better draw. Do you give it some sort of chance?
Probably another one that needs a bit of luck, but you never really know. I guess her last start was a touch disappointing, but going back on her previous form, she probably has a chance. Probably needs luck as well, but it's not a big field, so it shouldn't be hard to slot in somewhere and then maybe just come with one run.
Just on that last start, which was on Tuesday at Albion Park, did she just beat herself by over-racing? She looked like she got keen mid-race.
Yeah, I was talking to Peter and he said that he thought that she might have just choked down a little bit, and probably if she relaxes better this week, then she has a good chance.
Okay. The last, race 10. This is the trot. Mobile start conditions here. Red Castleton. What are we going to expect from Red Castleton this weekend?
Oh, hopefully he just trots. That would be a start.
He was really good, though, after making that error. Gee, he made up some ground.
He did. He was a long way off of them. I thought he probably isn't even going to be able to tack on, and he did, and beat a couple home still. It was a pretty big run, so as long as he just gets out the gate safe, then I think he is in with a good chance.
What do you think caused him to make that break last time out?
He can do that. He's done it on me once before as well. I think sometimes he just tries to go too fast and yeah, just gallops. But I think you just have to really hold on to him, and it's a bit easier when you know him, and Riss was kind of chuck her in the deep end and she doesn't know him, and trotters, it's a big advantage when you do know them. So hopefully things go right this week.
Okay, in all seriousness, it is a very winnable race for him if he puts it all together.
Yeah, I think so. If he goes as good as his last start, then I think he can win. So hopefully he just does everything right and can get some sort of luck in running.
Is Sir Fahrenheit the obvious horse to beat?
I think so. I think if it was, obviously we're on the OD this week, I think if he was drawn outside of us, I think I'd be more confident, but he's got the inner draw, so that definitely plays to his advantage.
Okay, some tough draws for you there on Saturday night to conquer. Do we save the best till last? Is that the one you're most looking forward to, Redcastleton?
I'm definitely looking forward to him the most, so hopefully we can get a winner there.
Excellent stuff. Really appreciate the time. Great to see you back on the Saturday night circuit.
Thank you.
Well, we've just spoken with Talia. Let's talk with big sister Narissa. Busy night for Narissa on Saturday night as well. Several runners. Narissa, appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
You've picked up the drive on Jumping Jack Jimmy in the opener. You were with this guy 3 runs ago. It's probably not the right draw for him on Saturday night.
No, he's probably better racing up on the speed. The second line draw hurts a little bit, but he was good last time out, so, you know, with a little bit of luck, he can run a nice race.
Do you just need a genuine tempo in this race?
Yeah, definitely needs a bit of speed on and just a few things to go his way.
Okay. Race number 2. This is one of your own runners here. It Ain't the Money. I thought he was terrific last week off a bad gate. He gets a good draw here on Saturday night. Can he take this race?
Yeah, I think he can. It's his best draw in some time, and he's racing really well. He's been super consistent from bad draws and running really quick last halves. So, you know, he races really well in front. If we could happen to hold the lead, I think he'd run a really big race.
Well, the start is going to be crucial here. There's several horses to your outside that are go-forward types, in particular Key Largo. Do you think you've got the speed to lead?
He is quick, but Key Largo is sort of super quick as well. That's probably going to be the real test, but either way, he should get a pretty good trip, and I think he'll race well.
Do you prefer him in front or off speed?
He is a good leader, but he can come from off the speed as well.
Okay, but if you lead this race on Saturday night, you're confident you can take it?
Yeah.
Okay. Race number 3, one last roll. You know this horse well, comes up with gate number 3. Going well, just needs that little bit of luck.
Yeah, he just needs a little bit of luck on the Saturday night racing. He was racing really well at Redcliffe and probably just needs to take that next little step up to, you know, feature at Albion.
Like the previous race too, this race had a mile and the start's crucial. There's speed to your inside, speed to your outside. Where do you want to be going into that first turn?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tricky draw. It'd be ideal to sort of press forward on him, but we'll just have to see how everything plays out.
All right. Race number 5. This race worth good money on Saturday night. $20,000 up for grabs. Kiwis Are Flying. First and foremost, is he the stable star right now?
Yeah, definitely.
He's been a ripper since joining your stable.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's had a few issues along the way, but just happy to have him back racing.
He's bred to be good by Bettor's Delight out of Kiwi Ingenuity. You can't get any better bred than that.
No, he's really well bred and yeah, he races up to his standard.
His past 2 wins have been really good. He scored at the mile last week. He's ideally placed here, barrier 1. Is it a simple case of just lead and win this race?
I hope so.
Is there anything that you're worried about in the race?
No, you know, I'm sort of rapt we got one in a race like this. He's never really had a good draw since I've had him, so just everything looks perfect on paper, so hopefully he can lead and win.
Have you got to the bottom of him yet?
Probably not. He's probably just getting back towards sort of peak fitness now, and he's one of those horses, he only does what he has to, and I think he's a very good horse.
Is this race on Saturday night with a good prize money up for grabs a stepping stone? Summer Carnival just around the corner. Are you starting to look at some of those races?
Yeah, hopefully, if he just continues to race well, we can sort of look at some of those features.
How do you think you'd measure up following that really strong tempo in the open class ranks?
I think that would suit him perfectly. Just sort of sit in behind him with some genuine speed. He'd love that.
Okay, well, he looks a really good bet there on Saturday night. Ideally placed. Kiwis are flying. In the next race, Simon comes up with gate 2. I thought he was really good last time out. He looks a really good chance here.
Yeah, he's been racing really well. He's had some bad draws lately, and his last half have been really super. You know, he comes up with a good draw, and I think we've got to make the most of it. He does have a bit of gate speed, so it'd be good if we could lead.
I was going to ask, can you lead this field?
I think he can. He does have pretty good gate speed, and looks a nice race for him to be able to try and take them all away.
Yeah, it'd be hard to catch out in front, Simon. That last start, as you said, sectionally, he was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's Simon in race number 6. Let's move across to race 8, Jewel of Peak. She had a tough trip last time out, and she's widely drawn here on Saturday night. What are the expectations?
She's racing well. She's a lot better out in front. She's sort of drawn wide. I think we've probably got to have a crack at the start, but I sort of don't know whether she's going to have the speed to lead. Yeah, but she is racing well. She just needs a few things to go her way, and she'll pick up one of these mares races. Okay,
race 9, I'm a Sports Star. He's got gate 1, but he's a horse that's had a lot of chances at Albion Park. Is he likely to get, in the mix here from the inside draw?
He should get a good trip from the draw, but he's probably not quite racing at his best. Hopefully we can see some improvement from him.
Okay, you've got plenty of speed drawn to your outside.
Yeah.
Most of them can run the gate, can't they?
Yeah.
Okay. The last race, your own runner here, God of Thunder. Matty Elkins taking the drive. Mobile start conditions. How's that going to sit with God of Thunder this week?
Probably doesn't really suit him. He loses his advantage from the stand start. But it's only a small field, and he's pretty consistent, so I'm sure he'll run another nice race.
Early scratching of musculus, does that help your chances?
Probably a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Sir Fahrenheit's going really well. He shoots for 3 in a row. Red Castleton, you drove this horse last time out. We spoke with Talia earlier. He was really good given how much ground he lost last time out.
Yeah, he was super. I've probably never driven a trotter that could sort of gallop, make up that much ground and still finish off like he did, so I think he'll be very hard to beat.
Okay. Well, we wish you the best of luck. It's a busy night for you in the stable on Saturday night. Several of your own runners. Kiwis are flying. Is he the obvious one for you on the weekend?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put a ring around him. Race 5, number 1. Narissa, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris.
As always, a big thanks to both Talia and Narissa McMullen. We wish them the best of luck there on Saturday night. Time now for a good thing. We've poured over the form. I think we can get it early. Race 1, number 4, Major Fernco. This horse is racing in super form. He backs up from last week. Really brave when running third. Importantly, comes up with a nice draw here on Saturday night. I think we can go early. Race 1, number 4, Major Fernco. That's our best bet for Saturday night. Good luck if you are gambling. Remember, if you are having a punt this weekend, please do so responsibly. We'll see you trackside, the first of 10 at 5:37.